welcome to my channel, Andra Makes. Today is part 3 of everything I made in 2021. And today I'll be showing you what I made from September through December. And there's two super duper fun things about today's video. On the day that this video publishes will be my YouTube anniversary! 1 year on YouTube. I cannot believe it. What a ride. When I started, I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't, but I am having so much fun, and it's all because of you. I have met so many wonderful sewing enthusiasts, not only my subscribers who don't have their own channel, but also other fellow sewing vloggers, and that has been my greatest joy and my greatest takeaway from having a YouTube channel. So thank you all so much. It is so much fun. I hope you're having fun, and I could not do this without you. So thank you for watching, for liking, for those who can comment, sharing. Thank you so much. It means the world to us YouTubers. And the second thing that was so cool is when I was prepping for today's video, the very first pattern I made in 2021 was also the very last pattern I made in 2021. And like I said, I didn't realize it until I was getting ready for today and getting everything in order and all that, but I thought that was so neat. Obviously the day that this video published wasn't planned that would be my 1 year anniversary on YouTube, and it also wasn't planned that the very first thing I made in 2021 would be the very last thing I made in 2021. So I think both of those things are just so super fun. Okay, back to my makes. If you've watched part 1 and part 2 of this, you'll know that I'm going to go through these very quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them because I have videos on my channel already about these things, and I will link to them in the description box if you want a lot more detail. And I'll be showing all the garments on hangers, and then at the end of the video I'll have like a video montage of pictures of me wearing everything. And after watching today's video, let me know in the comments if you have made any of these, and also what you think about what I've made. I'm so pleased with the variety of things I've made throughout the year. I've had a lot of fun making all kinds of different styles and things that I actually wear in my everyday life, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get started with September. I made Butterick 6665, and I have a pattern review about this on my channel. And I made this view, but I made the wider sleeves. And I made it in this very pretty, I think it's a linen look fabric. I got it from Joann in this deep purple color, maybe eggplant. And there's the wide sleeves and the back. And I made Simplicity 8661 from 1978. It's a long sleeve t-shirt, and I made this view. And it's in this fun multicolored small floral print that I got from Joann. It's a double brushed poly. All kinds of fun colors there. And this pattern has darts in the sleeve, which I love, and you see that a lot in vintage patterns. And I made McCall's 4892. This is from 1990. And this jumpsuit right here. And it's in this very pretty mustard color. This is a double brush poly that I got from Melanated Fabrics. It has these cool pockets on the side, dropped waist that's gathered. I don't know if I can show you the whole thing. There we go. And in the back, this is so comfy to wear. It's like secret pajamas. And this and the next thing I'm going to show were the September Viewer's Choice winners. This and the next thing I'm going to show were part of the July and August viewer's choice options, and neither of them won. So in September I put them up against each other to have a showdown, and there were only 5 votes that separated them. So I made both. I just couldn't resist. And the other one from the viewer's choice was Simplicity 8059 from 1992. It's these culottes. And I made them in this linen fabric that I got from Joann. I love this color. And I took advantage of the selvage that was already frayed and used it for my hem. I do that a lot with fun selvages. I never waste a good selvage. And then I made the Yanta Overalls by Helen's Closet Patterns. And this time I made the long version. And I made them in this cotton linen blend. This is from Figo Fabrics. It was actually given to me. I have worked on a few magazine projects with Figo in the past, so I contacted the girls there and asked if they would be willing to send me this fabric, and they were happy to, and they didn't ask or want anything in return, so I thought that was so nice. But I wanted my overalls to be as less overallish as possible, so I omitted the pointed pocket on the bib and also the front pockets, but I did put pockets on the back. And when I make my Yanta overalls, I made shorts that if you watched part 2 you saw those, but I use snaps on the bib instead of buttons. And I made Simplicity 0563, and this is another example of how not to judge a pattern by the envelope cover. And I made View B, and they had this styled as sort of athletic-ish. But I made mine in this very nice, I hope you can see the textured stripes, knit fabric that I got from Joann, and then I used a solid knit for the waistband. But very nice wide leg pants. Now moving on to October, I made McCall's 6671 from 1993, and I made this view, but I made mine a little longer. And it's in this acrylic fabric that I got from Joann. I like this a lot. And I took advantage of the selvage again for the hem. And then this is self fringe that I made. And then you can see the self fringe right there. And I used snaps instead of buttons. I tried using buttons, but my machine could not make the buttonholes because this fabric is really thick, so I ended up using snaps. And then I made Simplicity Super Saver 7293 from 1985. And I made the top, but I lengthened the sleeves, and I also added 2 inches to the length of the bodice so it wouldn't be so super duper cropped. And this was a shower curtain that I got from a thrift store. And you can see where I lengthened the sleeves. And if you remember the Yanta overalls that I just showed, I wear this with those. And that looks really nice, picking up the greens. And I made Simplicity 8987, and I made View C. And I have a pattern review about this on my channel. And this was a tablecloth that I got from a thrift store in this mustard color again. This is one of my favorite colors to wear. And it has the gentle gathering right there at the dropped sleeve, and then the wide sleeves, and then 3 buttons at the back. And I love the texture on this, with the textured lines going through it. And then I used a super fun shiny gold metallic bias binding for the neckline. And I made Simplicity 8601 twice, and I made View A. which is what the model's wearing also. This one is the first one I made, and I went completely rogue from the pattern. The pattern is for woven fabric, but this is a knit fabric. You can see it ties right there in the front. Super fun. And this is a very pretty, also textured fabric that my friend Trisha sent me. Now getting close, you can see the texture. It's very pretty. And then here's the second one I made. I made this just like the pattern suggests. You can see it ties in the front. And then it has the keyhole opening in the back. And then I use that very pretty heart-shaped button that my friend Tamara gave me. And then this is when my love affair with Butterick 6865 began. And I made View B, what the model's wearing, and right here, but I omit the drawstring. And I made this for Sew Purple to End ALC, which was hosted by Michelle from Michelle Sews Again. And this is a performance athletic fabric that I got from Joann. It's really thick and substantial. And I have made 2 more pairs of these, and I hope to hold them up all together so you can see the difference depending on the type fabric you use. But these can really be dressed up. But they have the elastic around the bottom, these wonderful pockets, and then 2 rows of 1/2 inch wide elastic for the waistband. So there's the first pair I made that started it all. And then I made the Perennial Pant by Kalya Kennington. As you can see, this pattern is really unique and different. It has pleats up here at the waistline and then darts here at the hem. And then these pockets that you can either put down here at the hem or up at the hip. And this is a pattern from 2005. And this was actually part of the viewer's choice because I let you guys vote and decide if you wanted me to add the darts at the bottom or not, and also if you wanted the pockets down at the bottom or up at the hip. And you guys decided that yes, you wanted to see the darts at the hem and that you wanted the pockets on the hips. So that's what I did, and I love these. I said in my Instagram post about these and also my makes video about these that with the exception of my parachute pants from the 80s, I think these are the coolest pants I have ever owned. And this is a corduroy fabric that I got from a thrift store. You can see the wonderful pockets on the side there, and then the dart at the hem. I hope you can see that. Love these. Now moving on to November, I made Butterick 4624. This is from 2005 and it's a purse. And I made this version. And here's mine. I made it in this beautiful suede or velour fabric that I have had in my stash forever, and I think I got it from Mood Fabrics if I remember correctly. And then the cork is from So Sweetness. And I put a little handmade tag on there. But it's a really nice crossbody style, and I have been using it ever since I made it. As you can tell, all my stuff's in there. And then I made Simplicity 9380, and I have a pattern review about this on my channel. And I made View D with the 3 tiers, and then it has elastic around the sleeves. And I made it in this very pretty burnt orange fabric that I got from a thread crate box. And then you probably recognize this from the pants from September. I had this left over in my stash and did some color blocking using that fabric. And I made the Nova Raglan Sweatshirt by Sinclair Patterns, and I made the cowl neck version with a kangaroo pocket, but I omitted the drawstring. And I made it in this subtle animal print. This is a double brush poly I got from Joann. And then I used the leftover fabric I had from the jumpsuit that I got from Melanated Fabrics to line the cowl and then also line the kangaroo pocket. But it has the cuffs at the bottom of the sleeve and then the hem band. And then I made Butterick 6865 again, same view. And I used this much drapier fabric this time. Can you see that? And this was in a thread crepe box. Elastic around the cuffs and the pockets. And here's the back. And when you see the pictures at the end of the video, I styled this two different ways. Super casual with the animal print Sinclair cowl neck and tennis shoes. And then I also have it with a shirt I made a few years ago and some heels, smaller heels, a little bit dressier. And I actually wore that exact outfit to church a couple weeks ago, and this fabric bagged at the knees a little bit after wearing them for a couple hours, which was disappointing, but I still love them. And then I made Simplicity 9373, and this was the viewer's choice vote for November. And I'll let you guys choose which view you wanted me to make. A, B, C, or D. And C won by a landslide. And I made it in this very pretty ribbed sweater knit that was in a thread crepe box. As you can see, it has the long cuffs at the sleeve. If you watch the very end of my November Makes video, I actually try this on for you during the video so you can see what it looks like on there if you're interested. And then I made McCall's 8241, which is what I'm wearing. I hope you can see the sparkles because I wanted to wear my sparkly fabric since it's my YouTube anniversary. I hope you can see that. So much fun. But I made view B. This one. And I don't have a picture of me wearing this, so that's why I'm wearing it for you now so you can see what it looks like. I love it, and like I said, I hope the fabric has subtle sequins throughout. I hope you can see. It's a lot of fun. And then I used a camel color ribbed knit for the neck and the long cuff on the sleeve. Now moving on to December, I made McCall's 7630, and I made view C. And this was for the I'm So Festive challenge on Instagram that was hosted by Simply Delilah, Kim Gaddy Sews, and One Lisa show. And I made it in this fun Christmas llama fabric, and the accent fabric is different color polka dots, and then I added pom-poms to those fab wide sleeves and also to the peplum hem. And then I made Butterick 6865 once again. Same view. I told you guys I love that pattern. And this time I made them in this very pretty cotton blend luxe velour fabric that I got from LA Finch Fabrics. The pockets. Here are all three of those pants together. This was the thicker fabric. As you can see, there's not a lot of drape or anything like that. And then here was the second pair. A lot more drape there. And this is probably in between these two as far as drape. But here they are. All three together. And then to go with those velour pants, this was the viewer's choice vote for November. And it was Simplicity 8529, and this is by Sew House 7. Sew House 7 did a line for Simplicity, and it's their toaster sweater, basically. And you guys voted this view right here. And the viewer's choice for that month, there was only one vote that separated the toaster sweater, which won, from the runner-up. And I will be making the runner-up, and you're going to see that soon in a video, so stay tuned for that. And here's the toaster. I made it in that same fabric, of course, because I wanted to have a little coordinating set, and I can also separate them. But here's the set together. I actually wore this to our candlelight Christmas Eve service at church on Christmas Eve. And I made the Southbank Sweater by Nina Lee, and I made version 2, but I added the hemband. I made it in this fabric that I got from Joann. And I don't have a picture of me wearing this also, but I wore this version in, instead of brown and black, it's white and black. I wore it in my part 1 of this series of everything I made in 2021. So check that out if you'd like to see what it looks like on. And I started the year and my YouTube channel with a Southbank sweater, and I ended the year with a Southbank sweater as well. I think that is so neat. So 64 garments for myself and 1 purse in 2021. I did make things for other people, but I've already given them to them, and they are part of my makes video if you'd like to check those out. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!